Welcome to HD Toy Theater. We have Deadpool versus the Taskmaster, part of Marvel's comic 2-pack series made by Hasbro. These two figures are about 4 inches tall with multiple points of articulation, great detail, and an impressive accessory count for both figures. So let's take a closer look at what these two figures have to offer. First off, you get a comic reprint of Cable vs. Deadpool number 36. And it's a full reprint of this issue with a few extra different ads than the original. And some more toy ads and digital ads for the comics. So that's your reprint for this 2-pack. So here's Deadpool. He is slightly the same as the Wolverine Origins figure, which was released when that movie came out. There are little differences here. He has new hands, new strapping system for his sword. His belt is different, and a new head sculpt. Other than that, everything else is the same in terms of body mold with the Wolverine Origins Deadpool. Now, just spin that around so you can see what the detail looks like. Now let me just bring in the Wolverine Origins Deadpool, the comic series type. You can see the differences. The belt is totally different and colored differently. You can notice the strapping system for the swords. From the front view, you can definitely tell there's a big difference. This kind of this is more updated, and you'll definitely see when I spin these figures around. The sword system is different. This guy here was actually mounted way up there. I modified it and brought it down, so that's why it looks a little different than what you might have remembered. But definitely the sword strapping system is different. But other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. Little bits and pieces are recolored differently. You can see there on the foot. Then the wrist. Both of them are a little bit different colored. Definitely see the hand difference, or different sculpted hands and a different sculpted head for both figures. So let's focus in on the new version here. Weapon system there. He has a handgun tucked on his right pocket on his right thigh. This is removable. This gun is really flexible too, I gotta say. Really bendy. Looks good. Yeah, it's a really nice sculpted gun too, if I may say. He has a knife tucked on the back of his little pocket there, and of course the swords on his back, which are strapped in. It's easy to take out, easy to put back in. Articulation, ball jointed head, ball hinge arms. You can turn 360, swing out, ball hinge elbows. You can bend and turn 360 on that elbow joint. 360 wrist rotation, ball jointed right there at the abs, top of the abs. No waist articulation, ball hinged upper legs here. 360 thigh rotation, double jointed knees, and ball hinge feet. So here's the Taskmaster, one of my favorite characters in the Marvel Universe. A lot of accessories and weapons on this guy. I really like his color scheme and that skull looking face. So really a cool character in my opinion. Now he has a handgun tucked right there in his right side pocket of his belt. There's a sword here. And let me just pull this out. Just like that. You can put it back in. And most of these accessories fit very nicely in the hands of the figure. A little looseness, but that's kind of what you get with the Marvel Universe figures for this scale. So he has a little handgun too. Let's put that back in. And then he has an arrow supply strapped to this orange belt that wraps around his body, under which is hidden, well, not really hidden, but underneath the cape there, which is also nice and flexible and two colored. Comes with a bow. Pretty generic looking bow, no string. Now the figure itself is very nicely designed, nice colors. Like I said, the skull face has some texturing to it, some fading in it, so it looks like it's not just a solid yellow, like it's aged almost, the way it's painted. Nice color palette, really nice, good design. His articulation, ball jointed head up here. The cape is nice and flexible, very loose, ball hinge arms, so you can swing out, turn 360, 360 bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, 360 glove rotation right there at the forearm. He has an ab which is ball jointed, no waist articulation. You have ball jointed upper legs here, double jointed knees, boot can turn 360, and forward and back rotation on the foot, and that's the Taskmaster. Taskmaster also comes with a shield with a nice clip here, which can flip forward and back. It is kind of loose, so it tends to move around when you try to clip it on, but once you get it on, you have another accessory to sport. Final thoughts on this 2-pack, definitely one I'll recommend. Two great characters with great accessory count. Articulation is nice. The joint system could have been tighter so, to improve the to avoid the problem of these figures falling over so much because of the loose joint system. But other than that, these two figures are awesome, and I definitely will recommend them to the Marvel Universe fan because they're fan favorites. So go out and get them. They're about priced over 20 bucks, 20 to 30 bucks. I got mine of all places, Fry's Electronics, and it was really, I had no idea they carried these kind of figures, so I was surprised to see it on the shelf. Instantly bought this 2-pack for a pretty close retail price. They mark it up just a little bit, but really I think it's a good deal to get these two figures. So hit like, dislike, and or comment, and until next time, we'll see you then.